With the nature of both performances perhaps more concerning than the actual results themselves. There's no guarantee the Reds will put things right here either, since they've lost their last 3 Premier League trips to London. The head-to-head history: Chelsea finally broke a 10-game winless streak against Liverpool. That was 5 draws and 5 losses. Both that performance, 3-1 victory. They broke that at Stamford Bridge late last season and now could register back-to-back home league wins over the Reds for the first time since 2006. Teams are huddled out in the middle. Stamford Bridge. It's a windy old Saturday in London. Especially this time of year, the weather patterns starting to change. We'll take you through the starting 11 shortly. And the hot stats and streaks: Chelsea have scored exactly 1 before half-time in 7 of their last 9 home matches. We are ready to go with Arne Slot. Sat down, looking calm and relaxed in the dugout. He's made 5 changes, including Allison, Frimpong, Jones, Wirtz and Ekitike. They go out of the 11. They started in Istanbul as they kick us off. We'll go all the way back to the captain, Van Dijk. We will name the away team first. They're playing in the All Reds as Isaac gets a header through. That will harmlessly roll for Sanchez. Boisterous crowd. Of course, the Chelsea faithful, the Liverpool 11. Mamardashvili comes in for his first Premier League start since leaving Valencia. 4-man backline: Van Dijk and Konate in the middle of that, with Bradley and Kirkes, McAllister, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, Salah and Isaac up 4. Just his 3rd game. Still hasn't scored a Premier League goal in the Reds. Chelsea in possession, going from the right to the left, down the right side, as the ball again is played back to Mamardashvili. He's put himself under real pressure, but it's all the way out towards Conor Bradley, who starts at right back. Konate and Van Dijk inside in the central positions. Milos Kirkes on the left side. 2 Hungarians in the side, of course. Kirkes and Szoboszlai, McAllister and Gravenberch. They are in that midfield position. It's just a repeat there of the bones of the Liverpool side. As for Chelsea, it's Robert Sanchez in goal. Badiashile and Achiampong comes in his 7th senior Premier League game. Just 19 years of age, the young Englishman. Malagusto on the right, Cucurella on the left. Caicedo and James are the 2 pivots, you would call them. This is a free kick early on. That is a foul on the number 8, Enzo Fernandez. It's actually gone against him as it goes back to the keeper for Liverpool. He goes long. Garnacho and Neto and João Pedro with a 3-pronged attack. So it's a 4-2-3-1 with both coaches. And really nothing to report in the first couple of minutes at 0-0 at Stamford Bridge. It is 9th, hosting 2nd. Liverpool slipping behind Arsenal. We'll take you through a few other results that have happened this afternoon as Liverpool can pick up the loose possession through Van Dijk on the halfway line. Looking to string a few passes together. The captain gives it away. João Pedro. It's good feet to find. That was Malagusto. Tried to switch. Bradley willing to set, goes on a diagonal run. The slip and slide comes from Cucurella. Eventually, after some physical play, Mo Salah will end up with the ball 40 yards from goal off the right boot of Szoboszlai. It'll stick outside for Gakpo. Needs to find a friend inside. And that is terrific defending from Achiampong. Was able to time the intervention. Didn't go to ground. Just stuck his foot in the way. Won it back. Went down the right wing. And Neto has ended up pushing his direct opponent over the line. And it's a free kick. And Liverpool play it quickly out to Gakpo once more up against Gusto. Takes it back outside the box with McAllister approaching. Taken to ground. It was good shoulder-to-shoulder contact, though. Still inside. There's nearly a half chance there for Salah. Cucurella was goal side. Intelligent defending. And now it's Bradley, the boy from Northern Ireland. Liverpool junior player that's come up through the ranks. Of course, has had a spell at Bolton on loan. His 5th appearance in the Premier League this season. Scored once before in this competition. Just 22 years of age, and has made that right back position his own this season. Of course, no Wirtz in the starting lineup. That's a really crafty ball over the top. Out comes Sanchez to claim, though, as Gakpo again has caused all manner of issues for Chelsea. Chelsea's right back area in the defensive third. There's a harmless ball over the top from Mamardashvili. Iconic stadium, Stamford Bridge. Ironically, in the Fulham area, mostly. If you get down to SW4, SW6 in London, that's the postcode, you'll be able to find Stamford Bridge quite close to the Fulham tube stop, about to say metro. It is the tube. Searching ball. Comes off Gusto. They'll go out for a throw. Gakpo needs to find a teammate. Szoboszlai wants the ball. There's not enough Liverpool colours there. And they will slow it down in the attacking half left side. About 20 metres in the half. I try to dab that over the top for Isak, who's up against Achiampong. Big task for the teenage defender. That's a telegraph pass. Well done by Caicedo. There's a lot of former Brighton players out here today. We'll get through the list of those as the game goes on. Chelsea looking to break away before Cucurella goes back. And Badiashile, the French defender, to the Spanish keeper and Sanchez. Achiampong looking to make a bit of a stride forward. He was given the advantage as he was taken down. No need for Chelsea to stop play. Want to keep it flowing. Good confident start from them. That's out from Fernandez. Now Garnacho. A couple of Argentinians combine it. A deft dab over the top. That's good. That was for Gusto, who found some space in between the lines and just poor control. He had one eye on the defender and probably about half an eye on the original pass that came over the top from Badiashile. That was beautiful. It was Alessandro Nesta-like, that kind of ball from the halfway line, and went diagonally across from the left half space to the right. He just needed to control that, and he would have had the volley first time to at least force Mamardashvili into something. It's all about the early pressure. Chelsea with a home ground advantage, of course. Match day 7. Club World Cup champions up against Premier League title holders. Chelsea and Liverpool have just joined us. It is 0-0 as Mo Salah wants the 1-2. He'll have to chase this down. He does well, the 33-year-old. Still got plenty of pace and plenty of tenacity. Still going at Cucurella, who panicked. And there's no free kick for him as Conor Bradley can get hold of the loose ball. Now Konate. Liverpool looking down the left side with Gakpo. He can finally get it to Kirkes, who's pushed forward. Says it comes off Neto. I think Liverpool have won a corner kick into the 8th minute we got. Simple passing down that left side, and across came Pedro Neto. Second year at Chelsea. He's got one goal this term, but doing some defending at right back. For now, up comes Big Virgil. And Cody Gakpo will take this. Electric start for him, the ex-PSV man. 10 goals, 4 assists last term, has 1 and 2 as he curls the ball in. Out comes Sanchez and missed everything. And I think the referee has identified a free kick in there. That is Anthony Taylor. Just saying there was some contact from Konate. Sanchez did get one hand to the ball, but it was clumsy. There's enough there to say that the Chelsea keeper deserved the free kick. And again, as João Pedro had no idea where the ball was, but now he finds space over the top for Garnacho, who's starting his first game for Chelsea in this competition. Mamardashvili lobbed it back over the top of the Argentine. Directly out for a Chelsea throw left side, attacking half. Mamardashvili joining for 29 million from Valencia. Again, this is his debut. Not for Garnacho, it's a starting debut only. Garnacho in is one of those players that have left Manchester United looking to refresh his career. The likes of Højlund and McTominay have gone off to Italy, and Garnacho very nearly is making that move to Napoli as well. Here he is on the left side up against Bradley. It's shoulder to shoulder. Good physical tussle. As Badiashile, now James, the captain. Now Chiampong. Patient build-up. They find some space through Cucurella. There's a possible overlap on that left side. Cucurella instead. His pass was blocked. Intelligent stuff there. And it falls to Fernandez. He'll curl it in towards Mamardashvili. He takes it with two hands. It was a searching, curling ball towards João Pedro, but nobody was going to get near that except for the goalkeeper. And Liverpool cannot break quickly. The transition not working this first 10 minutes. Nearly, very, very nearly Sanchez having to just search and find a defender, because they always want to go short through Enzo Maresca. That build-up play out of the back thirds. Again, a long ball eventually comes all the way through to the opposing keeper, who will roll. Konate. And again, he's stranded, isolated. Garnacho comes forward, and now with João Pedro, it's a high press. Kerkez. It's a very poor piece of play from the Hungarian left-back, former Bournemouth, and AZ Alkmaar. Started off with the AC Milan under-19s. Big money signing. Bournemouth with 47 million euros. Does have 2 Premier League goals in his time there. No assists, no goals at Liverpool though. Started, he's played in every Premier League game so far. These are the standings at the moment, with Arsenal winning today. They got a 2-0 win over West Ham. They go to 16 points, and at the moment, with this current scoreline, Liverpool would go level with them. But now it's Mo Salah, threads a ball in, intended for Isaac there, but it's well marshalled. Badiashile, he had the prime position there, and Salah didn't really have much to go to. Isaac needing to make his run a bit quicker. The ball from Salah was never going to find the man in that right half space. And Chelsea with it. 12th minute of play. No goals. No real chances so far. A little bit cagey at times. Oh, that's lovely from João Pedro. Tries to take on the second man after getting past Konate. Falls for Gusto, who seems to be a player with creative license. Garnacho. Now Cucurella still down the left side, looking to draw two players across. Szoboszlai goes. Cucurella just keeps it in. It's Garnacho with the quick footwork. It'll be a monumental result here if Chelsea could beat Liverpool. I did say at the top of the broadcast that they won this fixture last year when Liverpool visited. 10-game winless streak came to an end for Chelsea against the Reds. Now finally goes out to the right side for the Blues. It's Neto. Curls it in on the left to the back post, way over the head of Garnacho. And that will be a Mamardashvili goal kick. So again, 3 changes for Chelsea with George, Buonanotte and Chalobah. I've gone out of the side. Chalobah, of course, suspended for this game. For Enzo Maresca, Arne Slot made 5 changes after the 1-0 loss to Galatasaray. Victor Osimhen with a penalty. Has hurt Liverpool before. Did miss a penalty against them for Napoli a couple of years ago. Now Liverpool have picked it up high through Gakpo. Tried the chip and chase. Long ball forward from James. Little bounce for Van Dijk. Mamardashvili, that's tough for Van Dijk to chest down. And there's a couple of clearances here from Georgi Mamardashvili that have gone astray. So Chelsea had possession at halfway from that throw. They've taken it all the way back. 14th minute, LFC are in town. But it is a spectacular blue turnout as usual. Here's Caicedo, who wants to line it up and finds the top corner and sets the standard for this game. We haven't seen a goal. We haven't even seen a shot on goal, but this one picks out the top corner off the right boot, and it has sizzled into the top left. Chelsea 1, Liverpool 0. Saying just moments ago how this would be monumental for them to beat Liverpool. Well, that is a goal worthy of a big victory. And Caicedo with the most crucial moment of this game so far. He got to within about 23 yards, you would say, and then was able to take 3 touches, pick out the top spot. Mamardashvili may have got a hand to that, and he has driven that beautifully. Hits the, if you're looking at the goal from a 3D perspective, hit the back corner of the net. Well, it's cause for celebration, at least in the short term. And with this, it would only be Chelsea's 3rd victory of 7 games. They've lost 2 and drawn 2 coming into this. They've conceded 8 times, but now they've scored 12. At this point, they would go up to 6th position, hitting 11 points coming off those 2 losses against Manchester United and also against Brighton. They conceded twice and then 3 times. So it's all about keeping the clean sheet now. They need to be committed and resolute at the back. They have had the better of players. Cucurella finds João Pedro. He's got Van Dijk stalking him. João Pedro from a Brighton man. Can't find another with Caicedo lurking. And I was just saying how there's a lot of Brighton influence in these 2 sides. Alexis McAllister for Liverpool, of course. He's there now, but when you look at Chelsea, it's João Pedro. It is Caicedo. Cucurella was there also. And, of course, the goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez. As Garnacho, it's a low ball. Easy for Konate to scoop away. Liverpool on the verge of losing 3 matches in a row. Still plenty of time in this game. We're only in the 17th minute. Chelsea lead by 1-0 at Stamford Bridge. Long clearance is inch perfect from Sanchez. Sends Garnacho down the left touchline. He's onside all the way to the corner flag. Konate's back there. Forces the inside pass. Cucurella, well, he rarely goes forward. Lateral pass. And then finally Caicedo over the top for Neto. Headed away by Kirkesh. Rousing applause for the Blues as Neto takes this and finds Reece James with the throw. Caicedo, the man of the moment. Now it's Cucurella. It's definitely Chelsea on the front foot. Curls the ball in. It's an anticlimax. Straight out for a goal kick for Georgi Mamardashvili, who in his first Premier League start has conceded an almost unstoppable goal. McAllister tracking back, but first beat McAllister, got past him, took an extra 2 touches, lined it up from about 21, 22 yards maybe, just in line with the right post, and found that top left corner. A right-footed drive that not too many keepers could stop. You'd have to anticipate where that's going. Now Liverpool, who started okay through Gakpo, finds a gap and squares it up. Big chance for Szoboszlai. It's cleared away though. And there were 2 defenders to beat, and then Sanchez. And in the end, the offside flag comes, and Badiashile put his leg in the way. It was an easy side foot for Szoboszlai. What's going on here? Surely Gakpo wasn't offside. It was Badiashile. It would have counted. Salah was offside beyond Sanchez. He did get down low in anticipation that it would go past Badiashile's leg. And those are those little wins where you just know things are going your way. The defence looks compact and rigid, and Chelsea just looking stubborn. Apart from Gakpo, who's causing issues, Salah hasn't really done anything on that right wing. Szoboszlai going for the nutmeg on Achiampong. He was away to it, deflected away. Now Neto, Gusto. A lot of European influence in these top sides, of course. And shell out the big fees to pretty much get who you want from the European leagues, away from Premier League, that is. Then you see some of the young talent coming through, like Achiampong. You can see that the English youth academies are doing their job, but also good system in play. Now it's Salah. It's chopped off by Badiashile, who, without him today, Chelsea wouldn't look as organised at the back, that's for sure. Very good defender to play next to if you're 19 and coming through like Josh Achiampong. Achiampong did play 7 Conference League games for Chelsea last season. Of course, they won that tournament and went on to the FIFA Club World Cup and won that. So, successful season, a 4th place finish in the Premier League. And with a win here, that would be a statement for the sides above them, including Bournemouth and Palace. So a win here would get them within a point of Palace, but Palace would have a game in hand. Crystal Palace still undefeated. 3 wins and 3 draws. Sanchez pokes a pass forward. Caicedo waits for McAllister, who looks a little out of sorts, maybe lacking a bit of a pre-season. A lot of pundits are saying as Neto is sent down the right wing, it'll spin away from him and go out for a Liverpool throw. A little disappointed with the way the ball broke and went out. Neto, I think he needs to find that space. He wants to run onto the pass. 1 goal this season, 4 for Chelsea last Premier League season 2024-25. 6 assists then, still hasn't made one this term. Former Wolves and Lazio and Braga. You can see a lot of the player history on the Flash Score app. If you're in the UK, wherever you are, make sure you get on there and find out a little bit more about all your favourite players. All the relevant information, some good pre-match and post-match pieces as well. Now Gusto nudges the ball forward, nodded on again by João Pedro, cleared away by Kirkus. Now it's Caicedo. It's a lot of aerial ping pong right now. And the final touch has come off Reece James. Liverpool throw it halfway on their left side. They're going from left to right in this first period, and it's into the 23rd minute. So we're halfway through the first half. Van Dijk will square across his own penalty area for Konate. Then there's a lack of communication. That's gone straight out off Konate. He's put a pass about 40 yards to his left. It goes past Van Dijk and doesn't find Kirkus. So Chelsea with a throw. They want to take advantage of the good times here. They've got the momentum. They've been fluid at times, and Liverpool have not been able to get across in time. They haven't shifted well whenever Chelsea have it on the left side through Cucurella. Long clearing ball as Kirkes in a tussle with Neto. Liverpool throw. Again, it's deep in their defensive territory. Good bit of lip coming for Kirkes. Of course, the English stadiums, fans are right up close, and the players can hear everything that's coming their way. Long throw comes. Kirkes towards Gakpo. Comes off James. They've made some territory at least. It's slow, but it's effective enough. Now Van Dijk will square it up to Konate. put forward, and that's well done by Bradley to stop well, how heavy that pass was hit. Bradley then tries to go through the legs of Fernandez. Caicedo retrieves. Now he can square up. A 5-yard pass goes to the right. Gusto. The link-up play with Neto. And Liverpool players get back. Chelsea 40 yards away. Here's the man with the ball is Caicedo. Goes back to Achiampong. Caicedo is the man of the moment today. Chelsea. He's given them the goal that has brought them up from 9th to 6th. A rasping right foot strike into the top left corner. He looked composed, but he had way too much time to be able to pick his spot. It's showing the pedigree that he has. It's been a charmed afternoon for the Ecuadorian. Third year since leaving Brighton. This is his third goal of this campaign. He's scored now 7 Premier League goals in his career. Chelsea with a free kick. Now, this is about 40 yards away from Mamardashvili's goal, to the left side of the pitch. Reece James standing over this with Neto. James will move away. Neto will just curl it towards a penalty spot. It was Achiampong waiting. He'll sit for Caicedo instead of volleying. It's Neto once more, in off the left side. Tries to step over, puts it to the back post. Out comes the keeper. It looked like Malagusto was arriving. Quick throw. That was well done from the Georgian keeper. Mo Salah, a former Chelsea man, returns here after quite some time. It's his 9th season at Liverpool, so must have been at least 12 years ago when he was playing for the Blues. Let's double check that, because you can see those kind of stats in the Flash Score app. If you open up the game, click on Mo Salah, you'll be able to go to his player profile. As Anthony Taylor waves play on, the referee. Chelsea wanted the free, they won't get it. He was playing 11 seasons ago, 2014-15. 2013-14 was a half season, then played 3 games in 2014-15 before leaving for Serie A with Fiorentina. And that's where his career started to ascend, and he's been exalted to greatness ever since. Probably deserved the Ballon d'Or as João Pedro's put through on goal. He's in behind, but then he slows down. Obviously the touchline, the whistle came from the linesman. It wasn't offside by much. Ball put over the top by Enzo Fernandez. It slowed down, it skewed off the pitch, sat nicely. Let's go back to Mo Salah. What a season. Last term, 29 goals, 18 assists. That's his career best. In terms of Premier League, definitely deserved the Ballon d'Or in his time. Popularity contest these days. As Kirkes and Neto again, a shoulder to shoulder. And that will be a goal kick for Sanchez. 28th minute, Chelsea leading by a goal to 0. Cole Palmer unavailable, of course out injured. With the best player in the Chelsea squad, one of the best in the Premier League. Galatasaray with a 1-0 win. Just going back to that, the Osman penalty in the 16th minute. You can see all the previous games as well on the Flash Score app. 5 changes since that for Arne Slot. No Turkish delight for Liverpool. There's the headline there on that Flash Score. Now McAllister. With physical presence to shield Gusto. Then Gakpo turns 2 inside. Eventually is brought down. Good sportsmanship by Reece James. Offers him the helping hand up from the pitch. Now Konate. Szoboszlai. Triangular passing, but straight back to is Gravenberch, who's gone all the way back to help. As Liverpool look like they're changing their formation with their progression forward, down by a goal. They need to get a move on down the right side with Salah. Slow build up. Bradley back to the Egyptian. Tries to go through the legs of Cucurella, straight out for a throw. Back in for Bradley. Very slow play here, but Liverpool happy to have the ball at feet. Nothing impulsive coming. Now Gakpo retrieves. He's a long way from home. Left side, and we go all the way back to Van Dijk. And Gravenberch is there. Good link-up play between Gravenberch and Van Dijk. A Dutch trio there with Gakpo, Gravenberch and Van Dijk trying to link up. Perhaps speaking native tongue, I should say. Tongue twister for myself as Szoboszlai goes to ground. He's holding his left knee here. And that was Caicedo that came to meet the ball, which was there to be won. It was in mid-air, about, I would say, groin height. Half an hour gone. It is 1-0 for Chelsea over Liverpool. And the goal coming in the 14th minute. Malo Gusto with the ball through for Caicedo. Had to beat his man and then just to get his right boot. Really put the laces through the shot into the top left corner. It's Gakpo. It's looked like the biggest threat for Liverpool. Again, it goes out harmlessly from Kerkez. They just don't have that symbiosis on the left today. And it has to be credit to Chelsea being able to disrupt, or at least when Gakpo gets it, they're trying to make him get it deep so he can't do as much damage getting forward. It's a poor goal kick out from Sanchez, picked up by Gakpo. It's there now for Isaac out on the left. I think they've switched positions just to shake things up. Now Van Dijk and McAllister weaves one way, then the other. And the opulence is there if Liverpool want to go to the bench. We'll go through those names shortly as Bradley has to go back to Konate. There's good running here from Garnacho to slow things down for Liverpool, but they're happy to go back to the keeper and open up the space. Gravenberch getting just in front of the keeper. Again out for Van Dijk, Liverpool's defensive half. Alistair goes down, let's play on. Just for a moment there it looked as though it was, and Fernandez, an incredulous look on his face. Big money signing, of course, but Isaac is the 145 million euro signing from Newcastle. Still would love to get a goal today, put one back, and score his first goal for Liverpool and bring it back to 1-1. Here's Szoboszlai. He's going to be outmanned, outnumbered as Konate. Again, it's got Nacho. A lot of running off the ball. Central area is not happening for Liverpool as, again, it's Gravenberch who's tried to square it up, but they ran out of space and they've run out of ideas. There's an air of reliability about Badiashile today. Since that one effort where it was Szoboszlai trying to side foot home, Liverpool haven't been able to conjure much. Here is Gakpo again down the left, approaching the penalty area. Into the box, it's Kerkez, across and cleared by Cucurella. And just as you say, they can't think of any attacking ideas at all. They proved the commentator wrong, and Kerkez got into the box, a good third man run, and his ball will only reach the feet of Cucurella, who's then blocked as he wanted to make his run through. Anthony Taylor looked like he was going to the pocket there. He actually has. He's going to show Conor Bradley the yellow card. The first one of the game. And this will be a free kick out wide on the right wing. I'd say about 10 yards in from the touchline. It was the old 1-2, and it definitely was a free kick. Just looking at the vision once more. 2 hands around the waist. Putting Cucurella down as he gave the pass back. The give and go was on to Reece James. I would say it's 20 yards back from the byline. Neto is beside him. So in the box there's 7 blue kits. Cucurella one of them. Achiampong, Badiashile in there. João Pedro on the edge of the box has got Nacho. They'll square it up for Gusto. To the back post, it's Neto. He couldn't quite get there to sweep it back centrally. Again, just trying something a little left field. You could call that with 10 minutes to go until the break. That's not including stoppages. As Liverpool trail Chelsea at Stamford Bridge 1-0. Some space for Liverpool out towards Szoboszlai, who finds Salah. The overlapping run is not used from Bradley. Good clearing block from Badiashile. Badiashile playing that left central defender role. Achiampong to his right, and it's Cucurella left side. Gusto on the right, but I have to tell you, Gusto has been playing in midfield with Reece James really chipping in at right back. I guess it's all about that positional play and the freedom to get forward. Now Isaac, dispossessed by 2, and away go Chelsea. Achiampong, the teenager, gets forward to the edge of the box, tries to slip it through for João Pedro. There's a Liverpool boot there to clear away. And the talent is definitely there. It's Achiampong who was able to read Isaac's movement, and McAllister is trying to make contact with Achiampong. And Chelsea number 34 refusing to go down, striding forward. He's got those long legs. Sanchez, 3 Chelsea players to pick, and he has hit a bullet forward and it's gone between the lot of them. That for a Liverpool throw, quickly taken by Bradley. Konate, no one pressing him, just happy to roll the ball under his foot. Gravenberg, run out of angle, goes back to the keeper. Now some space opens up for Van Dijk. He'll go over the top. He sees the run of Gakpo. James is there, can nod it forward, only as far as Szoboszlai. Then Neto, he's won it, and away he goes. It's a 4-on-4 as he sprints forward over the halfway line, right side of the pitch, up against Van Dijk. He's got the pace, needs to centre it, and it's out. It's a touch off Konate, and that's a Chelsea corner. Everyone was on their feet with Neto finally getting some space. There was acres of it down that right side. It was all about the commitment to run forward from Kerkez, and then he was 20 metres behind Neto by the time he turned towards goal. He's caught his breath. You can see Milos Kerkez, but it looks as though down the flanks today Chelsea are having more luck. Apart from Gakpo, of course, he's been good for Liverpool. Salah's been closed down and just hasn't had the ball in the right areas. He can't find that angle to run in either. Short corner taken from Chelsea on that right side. Come back for Gusto. First time ball for Cucurella. Squares it up. Here's Garnacho. And that is gone, I'd say, centimetres wide. Don't want to say millimetres because you can see the look on his face as he wants to score in the blue and extend the lead. It's just come off the outside of the post. It's a crowded box, and in he comes again. Past Szoboszlai, wants a penalty. Anthony Taylor says no. Garnacho is dancing around furious. Back on his feet, saying it was a deliberate push and it has to be a penalty on Dominic Szoboszlai. they will pause, and Anthony Taylor will have a chat. And VAR, they will be activated here. It is definitely a push on Garnacho. The two hands were out. First it was the tug on the right arm, and then the push. I would say about 30,000 strong jury here at Stamford Bridge will call this a penalty. From a neutral standpoint, they might have a case. Taylor saw it and said it's not a penalty. Since then, he's been called to the touchline. Now he's got the yellow card in his hand. Is he going to give this? Yes, indeed he will. I'm not sure who that's gone to. Money would be on Enzo Maresca. And Garnacho is adamant this is a penalty. Liverpool staff are arguing with Maresca. At the end of the day, there will not be a VAR intervention, and I think with that decision Maresca has decided to let fly with the mouth. Now whether it was in English or Italian, and we have resumed play. No penalty for Chelsea. Big moment there in the game. Alejandro Garnacho, moments before that, had hit the post. The 21-year-old Argentine winger did play just over an hour against Benfica midweek. Now McAllister for Liverpool. That's a reprieve for them as they curl a ball in from the right side, and Campo will chase this down to keep it in out in the left wing. Just to take on the man, which is Caicedo, and Sanchez claims and will set the task for Garnacho. He's got two to beat there. One of them is Szoboszlai, feet flying and chests. It's the Liverpool duo that win the ball. And now it's a little more rigorous, you could say. Garnacho, just his second Premier League appearance for Chelsea, would have loved to have scored or won the penalty. To have that rivalry still that remains between Manchester United and Liverpool still ingrained into his DNA. He did score 6 times in the Premier League for Manchester United last season, 3 assists. Got 7 and 4 the season before. So 3 minutes away from the end of the first 45. Conor Bradley with the ball. Liverpool just riding their luck for a couple of minutes. Szoboszlai will feel a little lucky. They got away with that one. Of course, Liverpool fans will be arguing the point, saying, I've got no idea. The Chelsea fans will be claiming it should have been a penalty, and Chelsea could possibly be 2-0 up as Garnacho finds the ball left half space. It's Gusto who chipped it over towards him. Now Fernandes, still on the left side. It's a 2-on-2 over there, but it's very slow. It'll be shifted back towards Cucurella and back to the halfway. Badiashile. It's a risky pass to go square. Finds Achiampong. Gusto is back at right back as Caicedo stands in front of him with James. Looking to hold their shape. Not showing much fear at all today, Chelsea. Like a lot of sides against Liverpool as they win the ball high up. And Salah will try one on the outside of the boot. It's Isaac with the header looking for his first goal, and it goes over the bar. And he's grateful that he does have the Pharaoh on that right wing to be able to look up and have the magic in his boots, because he has looked over and on the left boot has done the Roberto Carlos cross in. straight over the top of Achiampong. It had to be inch perfect, and was. And Alexander Isak has put that over the bar. But that is encouraging for the Reds. If you're a Liverpool fan, luck might be turning. It's all about how you manufacture those chances, and you're going to have someone like Salah that can put a ball over the top in that kind of fashion. A big moment for Isak, and he'll just be happy that he was about 6 yards away in the right area, and the ball was, don't want to say put on a platter, but considering the height of Achiampong, he must be at least 6'2", you'd say. It had to be delivered high, and it was. Chelsea now distributing play in the attacking half as they go right to left. 30 seconds or so before the 45 are up as Garnacho wants to take on Bradley. And there is some contact there. Bradley's already received a yellow card, and he's going to have to be careful. This will be the final warning. Garnacho hoping for the contact. It did come. And the Northern Irish international will feel a little... Well, he'll be outraged that Garnacho is trying to bait him in to receiving another yellow. We'll have 2 minutes of stoppages, but it's going to be a Chelsea free kick, and some concern on the face of Arne Slot. So this is about 5 yards in from the left touchline, about 20 yards or so back from the goal line. And again, it's Reece and Neto who are over there. Achiampong, Fernandez, Cucurella, João Pedro, Caicedo on the edge of the box. And the other names are all in there, and it's gone towards Cucurella. Best side of the ball was McAllister. He will lob that high. Badiashile has a nothing ball forward that'll go out harmlessly for Mamardashvili. Other results today: Leeds lost at home to Tottenham 2-1. Arsenal with a 2-0 win over West Ham. And Manchester United getting a 2-0 win over Sunderland. This is the evening game at Stamford Bridge. And it looks as though we're going to go to the break at 1-0 with Chelsea in the lead, thanks to an absolute belter from Moises Caicedo. João Pedro thought he was away, but he's given a free kick away to Liverpool on the halfway line. Can they get something happening before the whistle? Anthony Taylor, and there will be a little bit of heat on him, I'm sure, on social media with the penalty that never came. Garnacho going down in the box. That'll be one of the big talking points. On ball forward from Mamardashvili. Cucurella will cut it off with a header forward, and I think that will be the last action of the half, with Anthony Taylor will be the topic, the hot topic at half-time. Was it a penalty for Garnacho, which could have possibly doubled the score for Chelsea, but they take the lead into the break at 1-0. Caicedo, the difference maker here at Stamford Bridge. We'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes time with more coverage here, live Premier League on Flash Score. First half ends, Chelsea 1, Liverpool 0. The Blues with a goal from Caicedo in the 14th minute, and it is all good to go, you could say, for the second half. Chelsea in their home blue shirt and shorts with the white socks. They're going to kick us off going from left to right in the second half, all the way back to Sanchez. He's going to go long and chip it over halfway once more. Towards the ball comes João Pedro. We'll go through the 11s in a moment. I know that Liverpool have definitely made a change as they come forward, streaking towards the box. Oh, it's a lovely first touch and a big chance to reply from Mo Salah, the former Chelsea man. That is a save from Sanchez in the first, you would say, 20 seconds. Liverpool very nearly making it 1-1. And it was Achiampong's pass. It ping-ponged around for a little bit. And then it was Gakpo, squared it up for Wirtz, and he was able to flick that on to Salah, and they are already looking like a brand new side. Very early days in the second half. Salah's shot going about half a metre wide. He caught Cucurella as he clipped the ball. Now Chelsea's turn to come forward. So Mo Salah with a warning shot, you could say. But it is Florian Wirtz in for Connor Bradley, who did receive a yellow, is close to getting a second one at the end of the first half. And he brought down, that was Garnacho. Garnacho also had the penalty appeal with the scoreline at 1-0. Reece James now, shoulder to shoulder. You would say on another day that may have been let go, but Reece James was collected by Gakpo. Chelsea free kick in their own half, right side. So just going through the 11s. Liverpool now with a change in shape. Mamardashvili in goal. Van Dijk, Konate, Kökes at the back. Gravenberch may go back there, or McAllister. They're still on the pitch. Szoboszlai, Salah, Gakpo, Wirtz and Isak. So it does look as though it's Gravenberch and McAllister in the middle. Szoboszlai may go back to that right back position. In fact, that's where he is right now. Finds the keeper. Mamardashvili will pump that on the left boot. And it's chopped off by James. Good header forward. It was strong in the air there. Good jump. Good vertical leap. Chelsea unchanged with Robert Sanchez in goal. A 4-2-3-1 from Enzo Maresca, Badiashile and Achiampong, the two centre halves. Malagusto on the right side, Cucurella on the left, Caicedo, the goal scorer, as one of the pivots with Reece James. Fernandes a little more advanced than those two with Garnacho left side, Neto on the right, and João Pedro, the 24-year-old Brazilian, is looking for his third Premier League goal this season. 2 so far, 7th game, and 64 million euro signing. Is looking to do some damage up forward and hurt Liverpool where he can, and it is the Reds who come forward through Salah. Tried to get the ball over the top of a Chelsea trio, nowhere to go. Garnacho's been tireless running off the ball, trying to close down space, and it comes from Salah looking for Wirtz, and again the square ball chopped off as Chelsea can get forward. It'll be spread across play. Gusto, the link-up man, will have Neto trying to run centrally. He made the overlapping run. Gusto has to come to a standstill, and Chelsea are happy with the triangular passing on the right wing. Down inside for Caicedo. Trying to bamboozle this Liverpool setup. They're already looking like a new side. Liverpool, who were second-guessing themselves in the first half. At times, it's not the easiest stadium to come to and dominate at Stamford Bridge. A windy evening, there's no rain, a lot of wind across this part of England. Back in play with Garnacho. Time from Fernandes, finds Garnacho once more. Now Caicedo, a lot of time on the ball. Gusto with his back to McAllister has to find Achiampong, who's been strong in this game. Now Neto. Don't bother chasing the ball. He's put in front of him a little too far. Kökes will find Mamardashvili. No high press that deep from Chelsea. Konate. Some disorganised, clumsy passing from not just Konate, but Kökes at times. Also Van Dijk with one or two that went awry in the first half as McAllister's back there just in front of the defence. Now Isak. was able to just wait his pass back towards Szoboszlai, who's playing it right back. It's the luxury of having a player like Szoboszlai, so versatile. He's happy to play wherever. And in the days of positional play, you will find yourselves in different parts of the pitch, like Malo Gusto named it right back, but he's often the link-up man in midfield. That's definitely hit Gusto's arm. And Anthony Taylor, today's referee, calls a halt to play. That'll be a Liverpool free kick just on the defensive side of halfway. They're going from right to left. Nearly 6 minutes gone to the second half. Still 1-0 to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Match day 7 of the English Premier League. Cucurella up against Isaac. They've got more determination, and this is the attitude that they need. As Garnacho has run into trouble there. Salah picks it up. Here is Gravenberch, who can strike towards goal. It bounces once awkwardly, but down is Robert Sanchez. So a comfortable save, but that is the intention we're seeing from Liverpool. Throw out towards Cucurella. Does well to chest it down. Square ball with Fernandes. The Argentine puts it forward. João Pedro on the run. Fools one, fools two. Now they're coming forward. He's 25 yards away. Will strike it, and it will go straight into Van Dijk. He was unsure what to do. Neto, his ball now towards Reece James, and it's going to be very easy for Milos Kerkez. He can pick out a target man. It's towards Isaac. He'll be out for a Chelsea throw on halfway on the right side, as they'd like to settle it down. And I guess it's such a tactical game these days. You want to play it in waves. You can't go 100 miles an hour all game. And Liverpool have found that out. They're on the verge of losing 3 in a row. Chelsea coming off the back of 2 Premier League losses, but they did get a 1-0 win over Benfica midweek. San Jose Mourinho's lot. Now it's Garnacho up against Szoboszlai, who's done well. João Pedro comes to pressure the keeper. He'll lob that out of the danger zone, and down by McAllister. That is a beautiful ball towards Salah. Goes over the head. Badiashile gets back to slow down the Egyptian. He wants to find the space and strike it on the left. There is the space, but it has gone over the bar. He did run it horizontally from that right half space, found the left boot, and I think he may have wanted to take an extra touch, and he was leaning back into the shot, and that translated by the time he did get that around. That is put their body in the way there. I think Caicedo got back, chop off the angle anyway. Even if it was on target, it would have gone straight into one of the Chelsea players, and that is about some cohesion at the back. That is what Enzo Maresca brings to this Chelsea side. And now Badiashile is down. Trainers are out there. Those big, thick jackets, thicker than a duvet. And Sanchez is standing over there, just stretching out the left leg of Benoit Badiashile. 24-year-old French defender in for just game number 2, and a former Monaco man could be in trouble. Will he make it past the 54-minute mark? I'm not sure. Liverpool have made a change in this game to be ready to make another one as well. So if you open up the flash score app, just time to do that during this. A little breather here as Badiashile is getting some attention, and this slot has gone, and it looks like Jones may be getting a call up off the bench. Badiashile is not exactly limping off, but it's a very slow trudge. And we will see a change for Enzo Maresca. So it looks like Lavia's coming in for Badiashile. His afternoon, his evening, early evening here, is over. So Romeo Lavia will come in, the Belgian defender. He wears the number 45. 21 years of age. And for Premier League appearance number 2 this term. traditionally is someone who likes to play in midfield, but it could be a change of shape here for Enzo Maresca. Another change coming, and it's for Liverpool. A double change by the look of things. So we're talking about Konate coming out. All of a sudden, a few new faces on the pitch. It's Robertson coming in for Kirkes, and Jones coming in for Konate. So Andrew Robertson, 31 years of age, comes back into that left back position. Premier League appearance number 3 for him. Scottish international. It's back with Sanchez. Finds Lavia. It's a good run here from McAllister. Liverpool know they're chasing this game. The throw will come from Jones over the top. It's well done from Robertson. And it's going to be slowed down. McAllister, then Gakpo, then Jones. What can he do? He's playing that central midfield position. Can't find the angle. Away comes Neto. Jones using his body brilliantly, I should say. That is spectacular, the way he was able to take the ball away with one touch. Zidane-esque. It's all about shielding the ball and making the touch in the right direction at the same time. Not too many players can do it without effect. So now Reece James is pulled up for a free kick. 58th minute of the game. It is Chelsea 1, Liverpool 0. So Thomas Tuchel, the England head coach, is in the stands today. Former Chelsea manager that won in 2021. Has a brilliant ball over the top for Garnacho. Needs support inside. Across. It is rolled towards João Pedro. Goes across the face of goal. Robertson's there. And Neto will retrieve. Now, here's Lavia. About 10 paces inbound. It will go there. And it was telegraphed. So, that was well done by Wirtz, who got back. Now, Szoboszlai will pick out a pass over the top for Salah, but all the way through it skids to Sanchez, and it is end-to-end stuff now as the minutes tick by and Liverpool get a little more desperate with each second. So 3 changes for Liverpool, all that. Wirtz in for Bradley, Robertson for Kirkes, and Jones for Konate. Jones, 24 years old now. It's Premier League appearance number 6 for the season. Made 33 of them last term with 3 goals, 3 assists. That's his best season so far. Liverpool Junior came up through the under-23s. And here he's on the ball finding Wirtz. Probably didn't think he'd be playing behind Florian Wirtz this time last season. Now it's Chelsea who can spread play through Fernandes. Cucurella down the left side. We'll get the ball to Garnacho up against Szoboszlai. Then it's back for Cucurella. Should have hit it first time. Lobs it to the back post. Neto's there, but I think it's hit Robertson. That will go behind for a corner. And again, it's about the fluid play. Cucurella, he is a master of making those overlapping runs. Doesn't like to pass forward, but he likes to pass horizontally, and it went towards Neto, and he was waiting at the back stick from left to right, and Chelsea with a chance on the hour to make it 2-0. Goals from corners this term, it's Arsenal with 6, Chelsea second on 5, so they're looking to equal the Premier League leaders Arsenal if they can get one here. Neto standing over this, coming in from the right side, curled in swinger towards that near post, away by Van Dijk. Wirtz does a pretty good job of pressuring Caicedo, who is the difference maker so far today, into putting that into touch. away by Mamardashvili. Brought down by Gusto, who is a little more static in that right back area. He was pushing forward quite a lot in the first half. Now Sanchez, a carefully weighted pass. Van Dijk came forward out of position, but there's no one there for Chelsea up forward. João Pedro went all the way back deep to collect, and Van Dijk stalked him. Now out to Cucurella. Some incredible football across the pitch here from Chelsea as they go from one side to the other. Neto into the attacking half. Maybe he's going to run into trouble in Robertson. Went down easily from McAllister. Finds Wirtz. Robertson's pass first time towards a referee, and then Caicedo will intercept. He's got João Pedro just hobbling in front of him, so he'll get it to Fernandes. Now the Argentines get involved. Garnacho trying to weave some magic. Lavia is there in the central position, but there's really not much on, so they'll have to go out to the right wing. Neto here at Stamford Bridge. Can they make it 2-0? He'll curl it in over the head of João Pedro, and that was Fernandes. He didn't count on the ball, making it all the way over to him. Szoboszlai got off with one there, as he did in the first half, and he made contact with Garnacho in the box, and there was no penalty called. Otherwise it would be a very grim ending to the first half for the Reds. So just one change for Chelsea in the second half. It's Badiashile off, the defender for Lavia, who is definitely pushing up. I wouldn't say exactly as an attacking midfielder, but he is often the only player behind João Pedro, if you know what I mean. Wirtz is the central striker for Liverpool. Now it's a decent run in. Isaac is in position on the 6-yard box. Gets the ball, big chance, and the goal comes from Cody Gakpo. You can't say he hasn't deserved it. It is 1-1 at Stamford Bridge. It was a little lucky the way it bounced towards him, but you have to say Alexander Isak has a big part in this one. His first assist, you could call it, for Isak for Liverpool in the Premier League. Salah in the build-up, then Szoboszlai. It took a touch off Cucurella. Isak got there. He turned it towards Sanchez. And just timing his run perfectly. And by run, I'm talking maybe 2 yards, was Gakpo. Right footer on the 6-yard line. Got the right side of Gusto. Sanchez tried to make himself big. And Arne Slot with a one-punch celebrates into the air. It is 1-1 at the Bridge, Chelsea-Liverpool. And Gakpo goes to 2 goals for the season. And with that, it is Liverpool leading the Premier League along with Arsenal. Now, can they go on and win this? Big turnaround from the first half, and again, Chelsea fans will point to that Garnacho incident. They will say Szoboszlai, there was enough there to warrant a penalty. The referee, away play on, VAR did not intervene. And now it's Gakpo, picks up an wayward pass. Reece James is there to stop the momentum. And it's Gusto with the real gusto. He was trying to plant that ball forward for João Pedro. Chelsea need to step up a gear. They're in second or third at the moment. And Liverpool, you would favour them to go on if there is a side that's going to win this. They look at the more aggressive side. So is there another change coming as Achiampong really is the only recognised central defender there. Maresca, it's courageous from the coach to be relying on the 19-year-old. That'll come off Gravenberch and go. It's come off Isak at the end. Liverpool number 9 was able to get that touch, and James couldn't block the angle from that Isak touch. All he wanted to do was just poke it towards goal. He must have anticipated that Gakpo was going to make the run in. Well, it did pay off, and Liverpool have the equaliser. Reigning champions back on level terms up against the FIFA Club World Cup champion. And whether you subscribe to the FIFA Club World Cup or not, I guess it will be big in the future. A new breed of fans might engage with it a little bit more. Here comes Garnacho. Good ball inside towards Neto. Cleared away by Liverpool. And finally, Chelsea starting to show their teeth. It's got to be a free kick. No. Taylor, the referee. This could go the other way. Liverpool looking for the winner here. Salah. It is more a lob than a shot, and it goes about, I would say, 2.5 meters over the bar. And again, it was just panic stations from Mo Salah. If it was this time last season, he would have put that in the top corner, and he may have known he was offside. Don't think it would have counted, but again, it goes back to Maresca playing a high line with only one recognised central defender. He's got Gusto at the back there with Cucurella, and at times Caicedo will pull back. Same with Lavia and James. But now he could have a big problem, because Josh Achiampong looks like he needs some attention. And they come on once more. Last time we saw this, it was Badiashile, the other recognised central defender, that went off. That was only minutes ago. And Maresca wastes no time. And they've got the word from the middle of the pitch. Achiampong won't be able to go on. So who will be coming in? Achiampong starting to limp off. Might be Joel Hato. His first season since leaving Ajax. He's going to come on for Achiampong. His fourth appearance today in the Premier League. Transfer that came in the summer, 44.2 million euros, as we see Madonna chomping on some popcorn. I think that's her. Can't tell these days too much. Not too much makeup on either. A few celebrities in the stands, and why not? Stamford Bridge, central London. And there's two changes now for Maresca. Neto, former Wolves player, almost at a standstill. Finally, there's Gusto. Doesn't go for goal. Goes for the unselfish cross. It'll fall to Garnacho. Needs a helping hand. Finds Cucurella. And Liverpool are pushing Chelsea backwards. Reece James, the last man there. Isaac will go towards Sanchez. He wants more urgency. This is dangerous as Lavia gives it up. He tried to thread it through towards Gusto on the right side. And there's a five-man box for Robertson. Finally into the box. Can he square that up? Indeed he can, but there's no one there for Liverpool. Contact came from Gusto. No penalty appeal from Robertson. Now it's Neto, and it's a 4-on-5. Neto goes inside, needs to switch the ball, and he needs to do it in a hurry. Instead, he waits for the support play from Cucurella. Now it's Garnacho. Sensible football from Chelsea. In they come. Fernandes will take two touches. Cucurella, and the danger dissipates. Caicedo can't find the angle. There is a player down in Neto saying that there was some connection. He's holding his face. He's in the box. But Chelsea have to play on. They might want to play this away and out of danger. Neto's not getting up anytime soon by the look of it. So Gusto has to make a decision, unless Neto's got up in back play. James, Sanchez. 70th minute of the game at 1-1. The game is poised for a big finish at the bridge. Caicedo, scorer of the first goal. I have to say, two of the best players have got the goals today. Gakpo was phenomenal in that first half, especially in the opening 10 minutes of the game when Liverpool had the better of that. Then Chelsea settled and started to just claim dominion, you could say, in the remaining minutes of the first half. João Pedro hasn't had an opportunity today, and there may be a point that Maresca has to address shortly. Back from Van Dijk. Mamardashvili couldn't keep out Caicedo's screamer. Now it's Curtis Jones. Has the run of Wirtz. Instead he goes out towards Mo Salah. Gakpo's free at the back post. If he can find him, he will try it once more. Jones is there. Down for Gakpo. Chested it. Waited on the bounce. First time it's been hit by McAllister off the edge of the boots. And then his final pass back into the left half space. It is a solid pass. Goes way out for a goal kick for Sanchez. And the danger is over for now for Liverpool. I'm not sure what all that commotion was with Neto holding his face, but it was a scuffle that involved Alexis McAllister. As Gakpo gives it up, here comes Cucurella as Chelsea shift the play. Garnacho slips it in. Cucurella's there. João Pedro finally was able to get goal side, but he was out-muscled. It's glorious defending. And Liverpool are showing that they are not a timid side at all. Down the right wing once more. Salah is there. Szoboszlai is omnipresent. He seems to be at right back, and then the next thing you will see him behind the striker. This offers so much in every area of the pitch. Has opened his goal scoring account for the season. Also has that one goal now in his third season in Liverpool. The former RB Leipzig player started off with RB Salzburg. Of course, the Red Bull conglomerates, Liefering, one of their feeder clubs, and there's some contact there from Reece James. It is on Alexander Isak, who's claiming he took one to the face. So Anthony Taylor, the referee, not really having any of it. It was Isak pulling on James, and James, in order to keep his balance, has stuck his arm up. 6 of one here, half a dozen of the other, as Anthony Taylor, the referee, comes down to have another look. It could be an ongoing investigation. He just wants to talk to the two players. It's all about sportsmanship, but at this level of the game, one error can really undo all the good work. I think that's going to be Alexander Isak's last involvement in this game. He does have an assist to his name. Standing on the 6-yard line, the cross came in. It was deflected from Cucurella, from Szoboszlai's boots, and then Isak's touch just nestled it there for the half volley of Cody Gakpo. The Dutchman, the ex-PSV man, getting goal number 3. So in comes the big French striker, Hugo Ekitike. What a player to come on. He is prolific. That's exactly why Liverpool wanted him. Garnacho is going to come to the touchline. So it looks like that is Giddens for Garnacho and Guiu for João Pedro. It's a triple change here. So just let me catch up with the substitutions before I confirm those, but definitely Hugo Ekitike is on for Liverpool. Fans will be chuffed with that one. Looking for his 4th goal of his Premier League campaign since leaving Eintracht Frankfurt. Former PSG man, and spent some time at Reims as well. And Estevao is one of the 3 fresh faces that have just entered the pitch for Chelsea FC. The other one is Guiu. The header comes. Good defending though, as Gravenberch was back there. And now Chelsea want more from their players. Lavia with the 2 hands up. He's asking for a standing ovation. Applause, shouting, singing, whatever gets Chelsea over the line. They would love a point at the very least. And if not, a famous victory here at the bridge as Caicedo, Gusto, Estevao tries to chip the ball in, wins another corner. So Marc Guiu, the 19-year-old Spaniard, has also come in for João Pedro, and for his 3rd Premier League game with the Blues. Make that the 4th. So now it's Caicedo on the right side. Gusto, ball, watches it go past him. Wirtz couldn't quite connect. And now it's Estevao once more. Goes inside the man, wants a free kick. Anthony Taylor says no once more. And now it's McAllister, a measured pass, intercepted. As well seen off there by Hato. Gittins. All the way back into Chelsea's defensive half. Hato out to the right side, and it is wonderful defending from Robertson. He can steal it and run. Plays the ball towards Salah, sprinting, trying to keep that in. Cucurella's there, and he makes sure it goes into Rosette. No quick throw for Liverpool. Executive decision there from the Spanish defender. So that should be all 5 substitutions used up by Enzo Maresca now. Estevao coming in, wearing the number 41. Here's Gravenberch. Oh, nearly found Wirtz in a central position as he ran towards the box, and now Gusto has to be careful. That's dangerous. Szoboszlai. Oh, he's gone in at 100 miles an hour, and he should get a card for this. He has gone in knowing that the player coming towards him was also going for the ball, and they've connected. It's a yellow card for Szoboszlai. It's Gusto that was running away with it first. He was knocked over by Gakpo. Now in came Cucurella, and he's not only taken a whack to the shin pads, but also that is a little elbow across the face. Now the elbow, there wasn't much that Szoboszlai could do about, but definitely the kick in frustration. He absolutely could have pulled out of that. And this is the big time. I guess if you do pull away, you get accused of not being tenacious enough, and then when you do it, you get accused of roughing. So 11 minutes to go before stoppage time. Estevao outdone by Robertson. Then it's Lavia. He did well to get in front of McAllister. He's got no choice but to find Gittins. Got the overlap from Fernandes. Will use him. Needs to square it up. And somehow that has just evaded the back post. It's definitely come off a Liverpool player. And Fernandes causing the issues on that left side. Looking for Guiu. And that has hit. Would have been Gravenberch with the outstretched boots. And on another day, that would be an own goal and a heartbreaker. Liverpool have got away with another one, and you're just starting to think it's their day. Estevao. Caicedo. Still has some petrol in the tank until he's dispossessed. And that was Gakpo. No, it's Ekitike back there at left back. Wasn't expecting that one. So can one of these three substitutions from Maresca do something? Gittins, Estevao and Guiu all coming on at the same time. For now, it's Gusto that needs to get back as Liverpool running and spreading Chelsea around the pitch. Big chance here for Ekitike. Second attempt for Szoboszlai from outside the area. It'll fall for Wirtz now. Squares it up, it's away by Lavia. And Chelsea has escaped the danger. Deep breath there from Florian Wirtz. 81st minute, McAllister. Liverpool probing the run made by Jones. Ekitike, first touch. Then it's across for Gakpo. Slows it down. Half a yard there for Wirtz. Heavy touch. And away comes Chelsea. But it's Estevao. It was a loose ball picked up by McAllister, who's definitely had a much better second half than the first. He's put in a few extra kilometres since the half-time break. And now Gakpo up against Gusto. Wants to take him on. Sliding tackle from Gusto. He's won the ball. Gakpo's flailing, claiming that there was heavy contact. Referee Anthony Taylor says, I'm not going to fall for that one. Now, was there a boot there from Gusto onto the ball? Not so sure. The yellow card is coming. That one might be for someone on the touchline again. There's Arne Slots. So both coaches have been shown the yellow card. So Chelsea having to soak up a lot of pressure. Liverpool have twisted and they are turning the screw. Now Chelsea looking for a bit of trickery up forward. Guiu wasn't tricky enough. Teenage striker comes in from a Barca man. And Liverpool have scored 12 goals between the first and the 82nd minute, then 8 in the last 10 minutes of the game, so they can get you as you are fatiguing. It's a hopeful ball, and that is, well, it is hopeful and it's effective as Gittins up against Szoboszlai, wants to run inside the former Borussia Dortmund man, forces the save from Mamardashvili, and that's what the faithful here at Stamford Bridge want to see. Estevao will pick it up on the right wing. Goes a goal once more. And his fingertips once more from Mamardashvili. So a corner kick for Chelsea. It'll come in. If you're looking at the goal, it'll come in from the left side. Mamardashvili has grown into this game with more and more confidence with every passing moment. Fernandes will take. Chelsea players are coming forward. Guiu standing on the keeper. Gittins is there with the outstretched leg. It'll go to Gusto. Mo Salah is at left back for now. James. Spread play. Gusto plays in Estevao. Guiu looked offside. Estevao not, though. Back for Gusto. And eventually the whistle does come, and Van Dijk is irate with the assistant on the touchline. He wanted it to come earlier. Endo is warming up. One last card to play. Arne Slot. Ekitike is the furthest forward for Liverpool, but it's in their back third right now. They've given that away. That's a loose pass. In it goes. Half a chance here as Guiu came towards the keeper, and it is swallowed up by Mamardashvili. Saves the day for the Reds. Is now Robertson down the other end of the pitch. Gakpo, communication wasn't there. Robertson went inbound instead of down the line. And Chelsea haven't cleared their lines. Eventually the cross comes and it is gobbled up by Robert Sanchez. 4.5 minutes to go, then stoppages. Hopeful ball. It was earmarked for Gittins. Can't chase that down. He was applauded by the Chelsea fans for his efforts. He's going back over some of the results earlier today. Manchester United getting a 2-0 win over Sunderland. Tottenham winning away in Leeds 2-1. And Arsenal with a 2-0 victory over West Ham. We have a change in midfield as the Japanese midfielder Wataru Endo will come on for the final moments of this game. Alexis McAllister, well, his evening is over. Goal kick for Liverpool. It's taken long. To my back, Hato. Very congested midfield. One back by Van Dijk. Guiu showing the enthusiasm to get forward and pressure the Liverpool goalkeeper. Mo Salah has given away a free kick, so Chelsea will have the ball around the halfway left side as they go forward. They're going left to right in the second half. Good away contingency here. The Liverpool fans, perhaps based in London. Windy old afternoon. Long ball from Chelsea. We go to Estevao, easily headed away by Robertson. Has the height advantage. Now it's Curtis Jones. Finds Endo. Wayward pass. So that'll be a Chelsea throw. Right side of the pitch. The ball geography all important in these final minutes. 88th minute. Good pressure from Salah. Ekitike. It was Caicedo who held his ground, and now there's some space in the back. Gittins is through. Szoboszlai gets back and saves. Along with Mamardashvili, they conspire to hack the ball to safety. Real quality across the pitch from both sides, but it is that final touch often is so heavy because they're running at such pace as Gittins attempts another cross in from the left. We saw Garnacho owning that territory. And Guiu. It's Caicedo. Might try one once more, and it fizzes over the top. Looking for what would have been an even better goal than the one he scored in the first half. He leaned back into this one. It was dipping, but Mamardashvili with fingertips. The Chelsea fans behind the goal had to duck and weave, but it did come off the glove of Mamardashvili. 89th minute of the game. Is there a late winner? This place would explode. Estevao, near post. Almost went out directly. If it wasn't for a Liverpool player keeping it in. Now James. The header comes, and it is again eaten up by Big Georgie. That was a wonderful throw forward. Liverpool in transition. Chelsea need numbers back. Salah can square it up, and Szoboszlai. Just for a moment, it looked like a weak shot, but then it again picked up some pace the further it went. And it had Sanchez a little preoccupied. Did go wide though. 90th minute, that is superb, as the ball will float through towards Estevao and very nearly spilt by Mamardashvili, who went to throw the ball and we'll have a free kick because Estevao was ruled to have impeded the goalkeeper. And Liverpool want the win. They're playing quick balls, and that is almost a howler from Hato. Getting back just in time. His teammate Reese was back there with the initial error, and Hato trying to ensure Ekitike couldn't get through. A player of his caliber coming in off the bench is almost criminal, you'd think. Unthinkable for most sides, but not with a big checkbook of Liverpool FC. 7 minutes of stoppages into the first of those. And Lavia, the Belgian, out towards Estevao. A little playmaker across. There's a big chance from Fernandez. How did he not pick the goal? Instead he's put that wide. 4 or 5 yards away. Cross coming in from the right side on the left boot. And Fernandez, did he clip the post? Indeed he did. That's 2 posts, and Georgi Mamardashvili, he knew that he was stranded. He had no chance of stopping that, and Fernandez and Chelsea should have had perhaps the winning goal. And Garnacho hitting the post in the first half, and then Enzo Fernandez, 2 Argentines. Close. It's not good enough in these circumstances against huge mammoth clubs like Liverpool. So the scoreline is still 1-1. Seven minutes of stoppages in total, assuming nothing happens within the next 5 minutes. And we'll go to 7. We'll start 5 of those left. So we'll end up Salah, Szoboszlai. He can put his hand up and say he's given his all. Van Dijk now, Jones. Wirtz was the half-time substitute coming in for Bradley, who was shown a yellow card and very nearly got a second one. That would have changed the complexion of the game. As Gakpo is dispossessed, it's a ball over the top for Fernandez, who's playing as the highest player forward. Estevao is able to pick the pocket of his immediate opponent. But, just put an extra 2 meters on that pass. Otherwise, Fernandez was clear on goal. Chelsea do like to finish more attacking side of whoever they're playing. It's about having that one chance and actually finding the goal. Averaging about 5 shots in the last 10 minutes over the duration of the season. Liverpool with possession into the 94th minute of 97. The right wing with Salah. In it comes for Jones. And he looked for that top near corner as he came in the right half space. He went for elevation to beat Sanchez. It's a good dummy through, if it was intended, from Ekitike, and Jones ran onto it and from an angle. He's trying to turn that past Sanchez. It went high. Enzo Maresca. Well, he's dressed in the club tracksuit. Looks like a onesie. A big thick duvet style. It is cold in London these days. The Italian coach. A few choice words in the first half earned him a yellow card. Aneslot ended up with one himself. As tensions build into the 95th minute through wonderful ball for Robertson, and he's shepherded away over the goal line as it's Caicedo doing the defensive duties. Big performance from Caicedo. A blistering goal in the first half as Lavia can turn possession towards Cucurella. 2 minutes to go at Stamford Bridge at 1-1. Chelsea-Liverpool. Gittins. Fernandes. And the run of Cucurella has been tireless. Again, he looks to the Spaniard. Big chance, and the goal comes. It is Estevao in the 96th minute for Chelsea. And off goes Enzo Maresca to meet his players at the corner post. They've embraced some of those Chelsea fans. The stewards are involved as well. But Estevao has broken the deadlock. Van Dijk stunned, as is Arne Slot in Liverpool. The second half substitute comes on. And he gets the winner in the 96th minute. It's what we live for as football fans. And if you're a Chelsea FC fan, this is your day. From 9th up to 6th with victory. Now, can they hold on? It all started on the left wing with Gittins and Fernandes. Cucurella is onside as the ball's played through. That was the big question mark. Was over whether he had made the run a little too early. But it was a beautiful ball across Mamardashvili and Robertson. Estevao got there. And from a very acute angle was able to put it underneath the Liverpool shot stopper. And Enzo Maresca, he's not holding back. Italians rarely do. And Stamford Bridge has come alive in these last moments of the game. Estevao, just 18 years of age. Just what a moment it is for him. His first Premier League goal since leaving Palmeiras. As we tick down towards the end of the 97th minute. The referee looking to restore a little bit of order. A big decision for Maresca to bring in the teenager. Cost 34 million. His market value just went up, probably double. They will be singing his name at the bridge for quite some time. Enzo Maresca has been shown a second yellow. He won't care. The win over Liverpool is golden. As is the goal from Estevao, and what a peach it was from Moses Caicedo in the first half to get Chelsea 1-0 ahead. In saying that, Cody Gakpo has been absolutely super. His equaliser came in the second half. Arne Slot, in an effort not to be outdone, made those changes. And he got Liverpool back on level terms. We've still got a couple of seconds to go. No, that's the full-time whistle from referee Anthony Taylor. It's been a lively game for him. But for Estevao, it'll be his name remembered. First and foremost, the teenager who has written his own history here at Stamford Bridge. And João Pedro, his countryman, comes onto the pitch to embrace the 18-year-old. Where's the number 41 for Chelsea? Remember his name. A pint-sized playmaker. And Chelsea have the 3 points at Stamford Bridge on match day 7. Liverpool now have lost 3 games in a row. And with that, they lose top place in the Premier League. For Chelsea, they go from 9th to 6th. And they make up a bit of ground. They were 7 points behind Liverpool at the beginning of proceedings this afternoon. It is Arsenal first on 16, Liverpool second on 15. Then it is Tottenham and Bournemouth, 14 points. Palace on 12, Chelsea on 11, equal with Sunderland. Below them, Manchester City, Manchester United with 10 points. And Everton rounds out the top half of the table on 8. Well, that is it here from Stamford Bridge. Thank you for joining us on this live broadcast for Flash Score and Live Sport EU. Pleasure bringing you the Premier League action. Chelsea with 2 goals from Caicedo and Estevao. In stoppage time, the second half, Liverpool with a goal from Cody Gakpo. It ends 2-1 Chelsea FC over Liverpool FC.